Hi friends, today I'm going to show you how I set up my A5 ring agenda from Erin Condren. I'm so excited to use this for 2025. Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to show you how I'm going to be using this in 2025. I had a setup video from earlier in the year when I set up the daily duo for July, and I want to show you how I'm changing things. Previously, I was using everything in my Louis Vuitton ring agenda, but I actually really wanted to go back to the Wisteria cover. I like these covers so much more than these. These were the old ones here that had the like triangle flap out here. And I'll show you, this is where I store all of my inserts in here. So if you see a deal on these kinds of ring agenda, I highly recommend them because I just have all my inserts in here, and it's been great. So that's what I use this one for. I had bought the focused one before, and this is a focused cover. Okay, so just to open up inside, I am completely in love with the bold blooms. And I realized I was using November and December stuffed in here, and it was so heavy and huge. I just took December out because I was still using the daily duo part, and it already made it tons lighter. So there's something to be said. I really like it a lot. If I wasn't going to take this around with me, it's a good choice to use it. But for the daily duo, I don't really need the hourly every day like that because I already have that. I already have the sort of a time block. I really need more space, like in the petite planner, to really plan out my day in different sections. So I'm looking forward to that. Like these could be things for, I know, that I need to buy or do, and then I can section off everything from home to work, to my daughter, whatever needs are going on in the house, how it changes. It can change day to day. I think this is going to be a lot more functional for me and a lot more portable because this is like daily pages. I don't mind that the weekends are like this because I don't need to do a lot of stuff on the weekends. Usually it's errands like going to the pharmacy to pick up medication, going to take to tennis class, and I don't know, just like they're little things like errands to buy things, groceries, whatever. So I'm fine with that, and that actually makes me happier that it's like this. So and I don't mind this little calendar that shows the year here either. I just really want to use this functionally, and I'm going to try and use the month for meals. I really want to I've been starting to eat a lot better, and these last, I want to say since I came back from New York, September really, I think I've really started changing my whole diet, so that's been really good. So I want to keep that up, and I want to do healthy meals, so I want to plan that in advance here. And I think this will really work. So this will be sort of my daily, instead of my daily duo being in here, it'll be here. But then the good thing about this is it's portable. It can also go into the side flap here if I need to, and then like that. So, and usually typically what I have in the side flap here are like letters to mail or things like that need my attention, and I try to clear those out. So I don't want to put a lot of decorative stuff on the side because that just distracts me from what needs to be done. This is going to be like a home, sort of like a home command center, if you will. It still will be like part of my home and family life, but everything I manage for the home is in here. So I do have like printables that I printed out from Holly Nichols, an illustrator I love, and I keep like all these little like, what do you call these, like decorative like pages. I keep them in my little file here. I have a bunch from like cloth and paper or things I printed from other artists. I have like for seasonal things. So I like this one for the season. And then she's drinking her hot chocolate or coffee, and it matches really well with this Wisteria cover. And so my main thing that I wanted to do is, since I took out all the daily duo pages, how I organized this was a lot more different. And with my daughter going into her last part of her junior year, beginning part of her senior year, it's really important for all her stuff for colleges. So this usually has like her school schedule in here. I took it all out, but I usually put it back here. Her school schedule, and then there's a whole like list from the college counselors at school that's like basically that maps out the whole entire year of what they'll be doing to prepare themselves. So I have to print that stuff out here. So it's up for school. I put that in here. And then these next 6 months, I'm going to outline important things that I need to help make sure that she does, or, breaks that are coming up for school. We have to go look at colleges too. So we have to like plan for these things. So yeah, that's kind of like, that part is like a focus in this planner. And so what I've done is, oh, I love how this matches so well. Look how pretty is that? Like, it matches so well. Anyway, what I did was, okay, I took out the daily pages. I kept the monthly here. This will help me focus on like events and things that need to go and happen for school, and some things for home. We'll see. I'm not sure yet what I'll put for home here. But then I have a dashboard here of important things for home. And then here, I love this page, and it's from the checklist insert. The checklist insert is like, I'll show you. It's like this, but the pack also comes with these. Like, this is like my favorite. I will use this more than the checklists, So this is where sometimes I just put, like, when I don't have time to plan, I just make different lists. So it's like home, school, like what I need to buy, I need to do. So then that's, especially before a trip, everything kind of get done. So every month I have, like, I've kept the dashboard, and I've added one of these sheets in here. It's double-sided. So I'm able to prepare, because these are things you can't put in a Google Calendar or an Apple iCal, is like stuff that's coming up, like, and you want to make sure you remember to do these things. I can just write it in here, and I don't have to do the whole Post-it notes, and they all get kind of messy and whatnot. So I'll have like this in every month. And so I have that for February. I have this list here. There's always stuff to do, there's always stuff to do. Like if the roofer needs to come, like, he's not coming till like March, or I don't know, I'm just speaking off the top of my head, but things like that. There's things where, okay, it's not happening till May, but I don't want to forget it. I'm going to note it down. So having the checklist there is crucial. So I have that there for every month until June. And then by, I think, there'll be the next set of like ring agendas coming out, and I can decide which design I want to go with. I usually go with the floral, and I'll probably go with something like compact vertical, or I'm not sure yet. We'll think about that when the time comes. But so far, I think this is all I need right now, just the months, to just quickly be able to look and see things. Because when I look at a Google Calendar in our family, there's so much stuff everywhere. It's hard to pull out the important stuff. So having to pull out the most important things for appointments for school for my daughter and other things in here would be really good. And so that's the first section. Oops. I'm still using these old cloth and paper sticky notes. Someone asked me about these. I don't know what they have now. These dividers are from Infinite Lotus, and they're very thin. I'm not 100% a huge fan of it, but it's thin and it's okay. I wish it was a little bit like thicker, not so flimsy, but yeah, I don't know if I'm going to change it or not. I don't really need a divider in this first part because it's really just my planner. But as we move on, I'll show you the sections. So here I have the checklist, and these are sort of like things for our house, that apartment that needs to be done for like the dryer vents, batteries, dishwasher, like was broken, it was fixed. And this is for our other house where, we have the HVAC maintenance and all that stuff. So we maintain 2 homes, and I have to like make sure all this stuff is done. And so I have a check mark there. And then I realized I wanted to keep this in here because I want to continue 2025 here. So because sometimes I have to make a new list for everything, I need to go back and go, oh my God, when did I do that back in 2024? And then I can go back and look. Instead of going to get a whole other planner to go see, I'll just keep it in here. That's what I like about the ring agenda. You can just keep it in here. It could be like, 10 years worth of things in here, but I can always look back on when we did that instead of having to go look in different planners or on the Google Calendar. Sometimes I write different things and use different words instead of like Sometimes I use the plumbing company's name instead of saying the plumber. So, you know, like things like that, where you're like, what did I write that? Why did I write it that way? So yeah, I love these checklist pages too. So that's how I maintain stuff in my home, and we always keep up with maintenance. So yeah, that's what I do there. And then I keep a bunch of these checklist pages here in case I need it. It's here for me. So I love Erin Condren Inserts. I'm going to go over what I have in here. I'm not using them all the time. These are the project ones. We did a huge project earlier this year where we took out a fireplace in our bedroom because it was so cold in our bedroom as opposed to the rest of the house. There was a draft coming through. So we got rid of the fireplace and we put in like a cabinet that could be a display cabinet, and the bottom was sort of like our tech chargers. So, you know, I had to measure. I still have to decorate it inside. You know, the measurements for everything. So, you know, what I do is I love, also my husband did this drawing on paper, on white paper, and I scaled it to print on Erin Condren dot grid paper. So that's kind of one of my tricks that I do. When I was traveling this summer, I printed all of our documents we needed, important ones, using the dot grid. It's the lightest. I wish they just had plain paper for the inserts because I would just print so many things. But the dot grid's pretty good because it's light enough. The graph is a little harder. So I have this drawing of like how the fire, we have a weird corner. So this whole thing had to be in this measurement thing here. So I've kept that in here. We got new laundry closet doors and stuff. Still have to get that painted a bit to touch up. But yeah, so these things are like current like house projects. And this is like if I have another project to do, I put that in here, and that's always there. This section is my notes section, and I took them all out because they were all notes regarding like personal meetings I've had, or notes meetings for my daughter. And so that's all in here. And so I like to keep, whenever there's a sale at Erin Condren, I'll always get like a pack of the classic lined. I think this is full in here. So, because I use it all the time. So if I'm on the phone or have a meeting, I just write it down here, like, you know, with the contractor or whatever. This is like perfect. And I do like that it's not all colored here. So it's just like, it's just great paper to write on. That's what I love about Erin Condren's Mohawk 80-pound paper. It is the best. And I love using, I don't know why, this is so funny. Like I have to have certain pens with the planner, and I just love using my Pentel Clenna with Erin Condren paper. Like it just, when I write it down, it's like so black. I love it. So this is what I use with my inserts and with my life planner too. Okay, so sorry, I'm digressing. So here you can see, this is my next section is, I think something happened, like I had filled this too much, and this like this divider like got bent in some place. So it's not that great. So we'll see. It's dividing things well enough for now, but I may have to go back to my other cloth and paper ones that are thicker, because I like that better. It just felt like a divider you were turning. This section has like just some productivity pages, like these are the markers, the Erin Condren Bold Blooms. Just wanted to test them out to see what the colors look like. I'm going to write more in color. I always say that, but I am starting to do that in my life planner, so it's really fun. And like just stuff that I keep, like how I print my stickers. I write certain script stickers. I'm going to redo them all because I think this is when I was doing my hourly life planner. I had to make my certain box stickers and stuff. So I'm going to change that all since I'm going to be using the life planner. So I have to figure that out. And then I have a bunch of these, which I really like for like, what did I use this for? I don't have them anymore. I took them away, but like when I was planning for like every year, like what planners I would get, sometimes I'd write them out here, or things I want to like brainstorm. I use this area here, and this is like stuff I would need to buy. Like say the new life planner was launching from Erin Condren. I'm like, okay, what do I want to get? And I'd write them all here, and then reasons what I would use them for and stuff like that. So I love this thing too. And also, it's one of the other ones I use a lot, and I always get these when there's a huge sale at Erin Condren. So I have these on hand, and I don't run out. So you can do whatever you want with these ring planners. It's like the best. So also, what do I have here? Okay, so I got graph paper too, because it's really, really, really handy, and I love graph paper. I just bought a graph notebook so I can like snip the pages and use them in my life planner as well. So with the coil. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. So I have all the options here, and this back section is my budget. So I kind of put like monthly expenses here. I usually put a sticker for the month, and I'll do that for the rest. I think I have enough. I do like January, February, like I use both sides to conserve paper. But then I do all that. And then I have some receipts that I keep in here. I need to file some of these away. So this will be for, oops, this got stuck. This will be for 2025. I think I counted that out. And then receipts go in here. And then I have the stickers from Bold Blooms here. I haven't used these, so I don't really tend not to use these, but I'll use them. I kind of forgot about them. I have some, this is the new zip pocket that came with the Life Planner, which is really cool. So I have my stamps in here. I have Star Wars stamps and like sea otters. And then I have some dot stickers. So I keep that back here. And I have the ruler. I don't use it as a bookmark because it's so wide, but I like it for all the stencils. And then I have my Post-it notes, which I do use these. And whenever it's the new season, I take this out of the ring planner, and I have the new designs in, and I use the old ones in my kitchen for like quick notes and stuff. And I've used them up this way. So that's note to self. Like that's how I can use these up and justify me getting them each time, because I always love the new designs. But then if I'm just running a quick note to not forget something, I just use these up, and it's great in the kitchen. And then I have, this is from like some like planner set on Amazon, and I needed a flap to like, so that everything would close well. And then finally at the end, I have my Notepad, and I love this so much. Oh my God, this Bold Blooms is just so beautiful. And I got it. I didn't want, usually I did get dot grid or blank, and this time I went with blank. I'm sure next time I'll get dot grid. Yeah, so I just like this plain, if I need to like have a phone call and I just need to, go here, I can just draw the notes here. If it's nothing important, if it's a really important meeting, I definitely put it on the line paper. So that's what I do with my agenda, and I'm super excited. I think it's like, I change out the the little cover in every season, or every month if I can, sometimes, just to make myself happy. This is like a sticker vinyl from Live Love Posh. And yeah, I don't know, it's really nice. I haven't done my name yet on here. I don't know. I need to like fill this out and do the months on here, but I'm excited to set things up during the break and have more time to do so. I did have a Bold Bloom sticker book, and now I can't find where it is. So I'm going to have to look for that. And yeah, so I'm excited. I think this will be really, really functional with this as this being my daily planner, and this being sort of my home resource planner together. Okay, so let me show you how I organize my inserts. So the problem with when Erin Condren came out with these before is that this whole thing on a desk was so wide. So I love the new size. That's why I don't mind like flipping back and forth between that cover and my Louis Vuitton. This one's pretty light too. So this is, sometimes I have been using these before. So sometimes if you're like bored and you're like, oh my God, I need to meal plan more, or I use this especially during like the holidays and everyone is there, which I'll need this for Christmas, for like 2 weeks, where I have to we have to figure out what everybody wants to eat, because everyone's always like, what do you want to eat? What do you want to get? So this is handy. And so having this in one place is much easier to flip through than having these like filed still in packages. This one's getting full. So I have another one of these old ones that I might have to like put in also for my more inserts. So these are the meal inserts that are really cool. Here are the budget inserts. And so this has the spending summaries that I used, you saw in my planner. This is wellness. I haven't really used this. I did use it for a little bit, but I haven't really used this one very much. So I might have to, I have my Hobonichi weeks for my wellness. So I do like this though. It's really pretty cool. And having the food log, which is what I'm doing. So yeah, maybe I'll use this instead. I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes you see your pages in here and then you're like, oh, I should use this again. So this is the wellness pages. And then we go to the checklist. And these are checklists. They have different colors. So these are all the checklists, and then the to-do list ones back here. These are new ones for travel, which I did use before, and they are great for packing because it's categorized already for you. Essentials, toiletries, clothing and accessories, miscellaneous, because sometimes there's things where you're like, I need to have this for this particular trip. Like say for Go Wild, like, you know, I need to make sure I have my, you know, these clothings and these things. This worked really well. And then technology and this whole back. This is great. So this is great for packing, the whole packing list when I go on a trip. Travel itinerary. I didn't really use this stuff. I think the packing list is more what I use this. So that's travel itinerary. And then these are the productivity notes. Oh, this is, see, I use this up. So I have a new pack here. So I don't think it'll fit in here though. It's too much stuff in here. This is the graph paper and dot grid. And then, oh, I did have the productivities back here. I have a few sheets left. I have my other cloth and paper file tabs here. So I'm not sure if I'm going to put that back in there. We'll see, because I'm not sure, they don't really fit the what I'm trying to, like, my categories. So I do have some like other papers from cloth and paper, like some of these covers. This is another one of the Holly Nichols like pictures that I bought digitally and I just printed it out. This is a Crea with Gabby. I use this for the fall. And then this little Today flap from Infinite Lotus, I didn't end up using because I have the Erin Condren clips that I like using better. And yeah, these are just like planner Kate stickers. I had this in my planner and I was like, you know what? I never use them. So I just left it here. These are my other, and then I have extra of these like little inserts for business cards if I need them. This is like another insert for like putting, you know, cards in here as well. Then I have extra, this is the ring. This is for the spiral planner though, for the stencil. And I have the other bookmark ruler stuff here. So I store everything in here, which is kind of great. So if you do see like the ring binders on sale, it's a great way to buy it, and just it keeps all your inserts like organized really well. So I love it. So I think that's everything I wanted to cover for the Erin Condren A5 ring agenda. I absolutely love this planner so much. There is a different color. I think there's a peacock color that I also like. I think it would go well with this. I'm not sure. Right now, I'm really happy with Wisteria. I do like that there's two buttons here, because when I had the 2 months, November and December in here, I needed to put it on here. I don't want to ruin it though and get it too, like let it fall apart, but it's been working really well. Yeah, I just love the color scheme. It makes me happy to use it. But this is sort of like my home central filing system, home management, and I think it's been really functional. It's still small enough to take with you on the go, but it's a little heavy because you have all the papers in here and stuff too. So I'm looking forward to using this in 2025. We'll see how it goes for the next 6 months, how it works with the Daily Duo. Not Daily Duo, the Petite Planner. And I think it's going to work really well for me. I'm actually really excited. So yeah, I'm excited to just dive in and enjoy using these really cool planning products. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. I hope you enjoyed hearing how I've set up my 2025 Erin Condren ring agenda, and I will see you in my next video.